Joining us now to break down the Pope's journey so far is the Rome Bureau Chief for Crux, Inés San Martín. Hi, Inés.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Thanks for being here. All right. In his homily today, Pope Francis asked if he could accompany those whose hearts are filled with pain. We know the Indigenous have asked for more than an apology, and the Canadian government made it clear yesterday that the apology didn't go far enough. So where does Francis go from here?
There are three things that could be the next step. It's something that both Indigenous communities and the Canadian government have complained about is the fact that Pope Francis never mentioned the sexual abuses that took place in these schools. Then he apologized for the church's involvement in these schools that the Canadian government run, but he never mentioned sexual abuse. Second, there is a lot of lobbying right now, both within the Indigenous communities and the government from Canada, for the Vatican to, express an opinion and maybe even issue an apology for the doctrine of discovery, which is what allowed many Europeans, when they discovered land in Canada and the United States or throughout Latin America, to actually seize it as their own. And the third thing that the Pope could do is to actually return many Indigenous artifacts from Canada that are currently in the Vatican museums. That is something that the Indigenous asked for when they were in Rome 4 months ago. And this is something the Vatican has expressed a willingness to actually act on.
So we'll have to wait and see if the Pope does any of that. Now, you've traveled with the Pope covering his visits to many different areas of the world. Given his knee problems, what have you noticed that's different about this trip? Is he slowing down?
Yeah, there are several things that are different. Although, the past few trips, he was already slowing down. We see him doing one, maybe two things every day. When I remember at the very beginning, I would have to cover 5 or 6 speeches in any given day. We see him in the wheelchair, which of course means, there are a lot of places where he cannot reach, and we don't see him standing up to greet people. It's always people coming down or, to eye level with the Pope. All of these things are interesting and, will definitely have an impact on Pope Francis' traveling schedule in the future.
Yeah, absolutely. And as you know, the Pope was supposed to go to the Democratic Republic of Congo and South Sudan earlier this month, but he canceled it because of his knee. What does that say about the Holy Father and this particular visit that he didn't cancel it?
I think Pope Francis knows that no matter what happens and no matter how long his pontificate runs, it's going to be harder and harder for him to take this sort of trips. So he didn't want to postpone Canada in addition to postponing the trip to Africa, because he knows that both are very important trips that he has to get done.
All right, Inés San Martín, Rome Bureau Chief at Crux. Thanks so much for your insight.
No, thank you, guys.
Hi, I'm Christine Persichetti, anchor of Currents News. If you like what you saw, please hit the like button on this video. And if you want to see more content just like it, subscribe and click on the bell for notifications. Thanks for watching, because we are putting your faith in the news.